Okay. Looks like we're on. Hi, people. Thank you for your patience. It looks like I'm getting on, okay? I see a few people are on. I see Joanne is here and Connie. Okay. All right, I guess I'll get started. Just do a little bit of adjustments. Okay, can everybody hear me okay? I see Joanne and Connie and Anita are here. Okay, so we'll get started. Thank you, Anita. The January to June catalog has retired, so there are some products that are 50% off. The best bet is to place an online order. If you need a host code for the month of June, I'd appreciate it if your order is less than $150 that you use this host code. For those of you that will hear this on the replay from YouTube, my name is Corinne Sandin. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Worcester. So I have a couple of cute projects for you tonight using the Songbird punch, which is so cute. So the first project we're going to make is a stamping one. Gather all my stuff here. I'm using that new Sweet Sorbet cardstock. I see Brenda's joined us and Sharon has joined us. So this is the sample. So this is a die from the Color and Contour. Yeah, grab my mini scoreboard. It looks like I forgot to score this. So this is 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. Okay. So I've already pre-punched a few parts, which is my little bird, the ring, and his beak. I used the pumpkin pie. So now I'm going to do some stamping. Sometimes I grab my spots just because they're easier. They happen to be on my desk at the time that I was working on this. So this is one of those stamps that you're going to use lots of parts and be able to create an image. So I'm taking the branch. Looks like I got something on it. And it's meant to be curved a little bit. That's the beauty of the photopolymer. Then we're going to use the little eyes of a tiny little block here. Then we're going to use the greeting. You've got something to celebrate. Grab another small block for that. And we need the little flower. We need these, and we need the flower. So quite often what I will do is I use one block with 2 stamps, one on each side. You see me here. All right, I think I have all of my parts. So how's everybody today? I hope you've all had a great day. I know I have. busy working away for a crop that I'm doing this weekend. We have sold out of tickets, so that's exciting. Okay, so this is a photopolymer, so make sure you're on something. I'm on a thick grid mat right here, so I'm going to be fine. I'm going to lay that down right here and just hold it for a few minutes. A few seconds, I should say, not minutes. Then I'm going to take the leaves, and I have Old Olive here. That's always been one of my favorite greens, I have to say. Most of these spots have come from my paper pumpkin. That's the beauty of being a subscriber. You get a complete stamp set and at least one spot. Once in a while we get a couple. So I'm going to re-ink it again. I want lots of leaves. I can put some flowers. Blossoms, I should say. Ink it up again. Oh, looks like a little piece of paper got on it. And I think I'll do one more time. I'm just taking my spot. So I'm going to look and see if I have my Old Olive marker here, which I don't, but I'll have to fix that after. It must be over at the table. So now we're going to take a yellow. Then we're going to do some little flowers. As many as you like. Let's get one more, because an odd number is more appealing to the eye, believe it or not. All right. So now I need my little chick feet, bird feet, I should say. So what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to use that soft suede again, but I'm going to stamp off so that it's just a little bit lighter. So there, I have it inked up. Stamp off. And then stamp right here. That's a good trick if you don't have a lot of stamp pads to get a variation of color. Now we're going to put our words. And I like to test drive, make sure it's okay before I stamp. I haven't used it for a while. I'm just going to let that sit there for about 10 seconds. There we go. All right, so now we're ready to assemble our cute little Songbird. Okay, I just showed you how I had them all punched out. All right, I'm losing it, people. Oh, here it is. Okay. So this is the belly. you just put it where you want it. And then we need to stamp our little eyes. Which I check out. Okay, so there's block 1, block 2, block 3. What did I do with that little block? Oh, right here, it's hiding. It's so small. Okay, so we're going to use Memento Black. That's the downside of the clear stuff. It blends in, and sometimes it's hard to see. So there's that. I'm going to put that where I can see it because I think I need it again. Okay, so I'm going to put some dimensionals behind him. Or behind her, whichever gender you want it to be is fine with me. Have it come down on its wings. Feet, I mean. The little beak. So cute. And then the wing. So now it's ready to go on my card base, which is right here. Again, 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. Using my favorite glue. I'm going to hold that there just for a few seconds. And then, of course, we have to put some blings. Let's see what I have in my little toolbox here. Oh, right here. Good old basic jewels. Somehow I've misplaced my pickup tool. Can you believe it? I only have 3 of them. You'd think I'd be able to find one. So let's put some gems. In the center of these little flowers. Everybody likes blings, even the birds. I forgot to do it on this one, but I like to put a little pupa. Just a tiny, so I'm using a white gel pen. So there's project number 1. Get some of this stuff out of the way. It is so stinking cute, you guys. I just love it. All right, so let's move on to card number 2. I'll bring this back at the end. Are you ready for this? Those of you that have been with me for a while know how I love punch art. I can't see through my camera if it's in the view. Let me check something. There she is. When I made this, I immediately thought, I have a granddaughter named Reagan, who's the youngest of my youngest. And it looks like her, and she's, Reagan is a sweet, sweet girl, a little sassy, but sweet. Just like her Nana. Alright, so I'm making this one a little different in colors. I'll tell you all my parts. So, let me get the punch. So we're going to cut out another face. So I've cut out 2 of the birds for her hair, 1 for her face. I need another one for her body. And then this is cutting out from the hues of paper. It's that punch that has 2 different size flowers. It goes with the stamp set. Oh shoot, I'm sorry, I can't remember the name of it. This is the Color and Contour, one of the dies. So one is going to become her face and one is going to become her body. So I'm going to cut this one off. And how I'm going to position these is I want enough so that her hair looks puffed up a little bit. So then this one, we'll go over here. Let's take this one off too. Alright, so one's going to go like that and one's going to go like this. But I want a little hump on the top because Reagan always has one. Okay, so the easiest way I have found to put some of this stuff on is just using your... Oh, sorry, somebody walked by. Is to just use glue dots. And then this one's going to come over. And you see this part of the tail? I want it like halfway on her face. You want to make sure you don't have any of the edges showing. So when I'm done, I'm going to fix that. So now I need to switch out the eyes. Let me put this one back before I lose it. Grab the curvy eyes. Again, I'm going to use my Memento Black. And I'm going to stamp it fairly close to her hairline. Then I'm using one of our Stampin' Up markers, and I'm giving her some eyelashes. My Reagan has the longest eyelashes I've ever seen. Give her a little bit of cheeks. And then I'm going to take the little beak. Put these back. They're so easy to lose. And I'm using Polish Pink marker. Make her a cute little mouth. And then put a few freckles of white on her cheeks, like Reagan has. So then we're going to take that flower The other thing you can do is cut off 2 birds too. I thought of doing this. Oops. You know how they tie their hair up? Well, Reagan's hair is kind of short underneath. There's a name for it. I forget what they call it. So she makes these little knot things that are on top. Now I've lost my flower, my big flower. Let me just punch another one. So this is the punch I was talking about, the flower leaves. And I wanted a button, so I wanted the center to look like a button. I just punched one out there. You can put it on either way, it doesn't matter. But I figured this way it would give the illusion of shoulders. So you can see. And then I'm going to just take a dot of wet glue. Just a little dot. I don't want it to come down too far. I want it to look like a neck. So there she is. We have to give her a cute little flower bow. Reagan always used to always wear bows in her hair. Take another bling. Color coordinated. That's a must, banana. The girls always laugh. Oh, there's that other flower. So I'm going to glue her right down. I'll cut this off. And I'm going to put it close to the top, but not going over that stitch line. And I'm going to send this to Reagan for end of the school year. She's done very, very well in school this year. I'm so proud of her. Alright, so black ink. A lot of this stuff was stuff I had on my table, scraps. So use them up. Don't throw them out just because they're small. You can always get a flower or something. Oh, thank you, Connie. All right. Oh, I'm going to do it again. That's the beauty of having two sides to your cardstock. That looks better. There. Put a little bit of wet glue here. This was a piece of scrap I had on my table. I don't even know. Oh, old celebration paper. Hold that there for a second. Get my card base out. Again, same thing. 4 1/4 by 11. Scored at 5 1/2. Whoops. Let's get some wet glue on this. And we need some Stampin' Dimensionals. I'm going to use the edge. Don't waste anything. So I didn't cut all that stuff off because, as you can see, I'm going to be covering it over. It just gives you a little bit more to be able to attach. So I'm bringing this down even with that little perforated line. So you can see I made them just a little bit different. This one has a little bit of a bang, a whisper. as we call them. Let me bring in the other cards. And while I have you, I want to show you, I posted earlier today that I was working on a scrapbook page, and I know not everybody's going to be coming to my co-op, but I thought you might like to see them. For those of you that are going to the co-op, I'm going to demonstrate how I did this. So this is again using the Hues of Happiness Designer Series paper. I made a wreath. It's probably out of view a little bit. Let me see if I can hold it. I can't get it all in. And then this is the second page. So those of you that are going will get to see it up close, and I'll show you how I made it. So let me see if there's any questions that I can answer before I sign off. All right, looks like we're good. Nobody has any questions. All right, everybody, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the class. I look forward to seeing you next week. Until then, please take care of yourselves and stay well. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.